Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, from Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, it's time for another edition of Big Beefy's Boston Ballers Beat, where we talk Boston sports as highlights from the Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins, and New England Patriots, acquisitions or trades or call-ups or whatever it has to do with Boston sports or sports all over the country. And now here is the man that will bring you the sports reports himself, the master of sports shenanigans, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977, episode 2536 of the show. What's going on, everybody? I hope we get everyone has a great day. And I want to give a shout out to the lovely Diamond Princess. She says, Mr. Lima, I want another video from you. Well, you're going to get another video about Big BPE's Boston Ballers Beat, episode 19. Because I meant to do this, and I didn't get a chance to do it from last week because the Patriots football season has officially started. The New England Patriots football season has officially started. And the Patriots opened the season at home against the Las Vegas Raiders in Foxborough, and it was a back and forth battle, but the Raiders ended up with the victory in that game. Over, I think 30-23 was the final score of that game. But just finished, a couple of hours ago, finished watching the Dolphins Patriots game it took place in Miami, and this was a game that went back and forth. It was a thrilling game, great game overall. Now, as you know, over the last few years, even with Tom Brady, even with Tom Brady as quarterback, usually Miami Stadium has been the house of horrors for the New England Patriots, and because I think most of the time they have lost on the road than they have won in Miami. In fact, for the past 6 years, we had not had a win. The last time the Patriots had a win in Miami was 2019. I think was when was Brady's last year with the Patriots. However, though, ladies and gentlemen, that 6-year curse has been broken, ladies and gentlemen, because in a thrilling matchup, the Patriots beat the Dolphins 33-27. Got that W in Miami. So, we're 1-1. Meanwhile, the Dolphins are 0-2, and I do believe the Jets are 0-2 as well. I am going to check the standings so far, because I am going to check the standings. The Patriots and Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, usually the House of Horrors, and there was a couple of key defensive plays. I mean, you think about it. But I got worried in the beginning because Andy Borealis has not been great with the PATs. He missed 2 PATs. Meanwhile, though, he did make 2 field goals, and he got another one. We finally got 1 PAT. And holy mackerel, holy Christmas, let me tell you something. Okay, now, standings go like this. So far, the Bills are 2-0. They've got their victory over the Jets. The Patriots are 1-1, and Jets and Dolphins are at 0-2. So meanwhile, the Bengals are 2-0. Ravens Steelers are 1-1. And there was so Andy Borealis was getting worried about him. I was worried a little bit he might lose his job because of those 2 missed PATs, but he made it up with 2 field goals, and I think they didn't want to chance it, so they did. However, did a 2-point conversion. Mapu, I forget the first name of the gentleman, but Mapu did the a key interception, and then a couple of key sacks, and the sack that basically ended the game from Milton Williams. That's right, a sack, and another sack from Robert Landry III, Harold Landry III, HL3 I like to call him. And then you got Milton Williams, I call Uncle Milty, after like Milton Berle, and scored the sack on Tua Tagovailoa. And final one, we cracked a goose egg on Tua's undefeated record against the Patriots. He's 7-1 now against New England, and it just amazes me. I mean, I had the honor of doing a live reaction to the game on David's stream, and I got to say it was a lot of fun. And I wanted to just give a shout out to David for letting me be on his stream and live react to the game, and say thank you so much. And thank you for coming in, man, to celebrate with me the victory, right? And I do want to apologize to my man Jordan Little. I know there was a serious situation. I don't want to get into it. There was a serious situation overall. I want to apologize for Jordan and everyone else in there. I was goofing around, but Hank Nova, thanks for laughing and makes for and having. But I want to apologize to Jordan and Diamond Princess for that. But so I decided, well, I'll mute myself and cut my camera off while we're getting into a serious business. I also want to apologize to Mama Bear though, but I had a lot of fun though being on the live stream despite the situation though. We had a lot of fun. I explained what was going on, so I did apologize. But like I said, it was a fun time reacting to the game. The Patriots won, and we're gonna have another game 1 o'clock next week. So I'm just totally excited. It's a good thing I get to watch the Patriots game, unlike trying to watch the Red Sox game on my computer. But whatever. It's been a decent weekend overall for me. I got my new speakers; they're up. I have pre-ordered for Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I've ordered the Tony Storm Mina Shirakawa shirt. I found out on eBay. I'm going to get that as well, and I'm really excited. I am just stoked, man. I had a lot of fun playing. I had a lot of fun this weekend, man. This has been a great weekend. I'm very happy overall, and we shall see what happens in the meantime, in between time. It's going to be cool this week, as you know. Jordan will be on vacation. I believe Rant and Ray will be on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So I'm going to we're going to talk about a lot of things, of course. Also, because All Out's going to be on Saturday, I'm going to watch that as well. And WrestlePalooza is a little later on. I'll make my picks and predictions. In fact, this Monday Night Raw coming tomorrow night will be the final Raw before WrestlePalooza. It's special start time, 7 o'clock. And but I had a lot of fun. Like I said, these new speakers, these new clip-on speakers, work a whole lot better than the But even though my other speakers are in the they're available just in case I need them, but they're for backup. So I'm just really, like I said, I'm very, very pleased about all that's gone. I'm very pleased about, from my end, all that's been going on and all that. Let's talk more about Big Beefy's Boston Balls with the Red Sox. Well, the Yankees took the first 2 games against the Sox, and it seems like now I think it's starting to catch up to us. The loss of Roman Anthony and the loss of Wilyer Abreu plans on coming. They're trying to get him back for the Athletics series when Oakland comes down. We're gonna watch out for this kid Nick Kurtz. I thought I was gonna say that Roman Anthony could be Rookie of the Year, but the injury, the oblique strain, will prevent that from happening. But Nick Kurtz for Oakland. I don't know the last time in Oakland for the Athletics. I think the last time I remember an Athletics player winning Rookie of the Year, you have to date back to 1988. Walt Weiss, I do believe. Walt Weiss was the Rookie of the Year. I want to find out. AL Rookie of the Year. See if I'm right about this. Okay. Rookie of the Year award. So, the winners. Alright, and, year, player, team. Major Leagues combined. Let's see. American League. Let's see. American League. Yeah, Walt Weiss. Let's see if anybody else from Oakland won it. Ben Grieve. That was the last guy. 1998. Okay, I was wrong. No, Bobby Crosby. Bobby Crosby. No, Andrew Bailey, who is now the pitching coach of the Red Sox. I think that's the last time. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, holy cow. I am so wrong here. So the last Rookie of the Year that the Athletics have, or for Oakland, or the Athletics, will be Andrew Bailey from 2009. So if Nick Kurtz wins it, he'll be the first Athletics player to win Rookie of the Year, American League Rookie of the Year in 16 years. I was going to check that. I had fact checked everything, so if I made a mistake, I do apologize. Like I said, the only man that I know that rivals me in baseball knowledge is Joey Acacia, and that, I'm giving him a shout out because the man knows his baseball. Let me tell you, if there's one guy. If him and I did a baseball game, I can guarantee I think both of us could be known as probably the baseball commentary team ever versus Joe Buck and Tim McCarver, or Darnell Sillo and Jerry Remy, God rest his soul. But Joey Acacia, so Andrew Bailey was the last guy to win the Rookie of the Year for the Athletics team. So if Nick Kurtz ends up winning it, he'll be the first in 16 years to do so. So like I said, Nick Kurtz, would do it. I thought, Roman Anthony could end up going up, but the injury has kept him out. But like I said, my main concern is the Red Sox actually going to make the playoffs, and that's another thing too. Talk about the last 3 games of the road trip against the Athletics, 2 consecutive shutouts, and then they finally got to Chapman and to salvage the last game of the. Salvage the last game of the season. So let me see, TV and streaming. All right, ESPN is going to have the game. So let's see. Okay, now we're looking at the standings here. Look at the standings. The Red Sox are 6 games out of first place. The Yankees are in third place right now. The Yankees are 3.5 out. Toronto has been so we've got the Tigers and the Guardians. So Tigers are in first place in the American. The Mariners are 1 game ahead of the Astros. Could the Mariners, taking nothing? So the Red Sox chasing Spark in playoff push, but it wasn't as if Alex Cora went to full Jim Mora playoffs mode, but he didn't. Question. We should stop talking about October, to be honest with you. There's a lot of stuff going on in the standings. We have to play better. I'm not saying we're in a bad spot, but I think we have to wait to see if October is part of this. Well, even if okay, I want to try to see the standings. All right. Like I said, standings are good. All right, let's go. I'm gonna check the standings for the wild card here, and right now, the Yankees, Red Sox, and Houston have the 3 top wild card spots. So right now we're half a game. Let's see. Yeah, so right now, so the Red Sox and Yankees will battle for that top wild card spot. But like I said, it will make the last. Now, let me see where. I always. It's good to have the Red Sox yearbook. Red Sox yearbook handy, ladies and gentlemen. I always have the Red Sox yearbook handy because you never know when we might need this for schedule wise. And it had Rafael Devers on the cover, but that was the last time you'll see him on a. Okay, we're going to check the Red Sox schedule one more time here. And let's see. Check it out. Okay, Walker Buehler is already gone from the team after a short stay. Let's see. I'm trying to find the stinking schedule. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the schedule. They usually have the schedule up. Usually have the schedule up. Doo-da, doo-da. Oh. Yeah, I gotta find the schedule. Alright, oh, I found it. Okay. Found the schedule. Schedule's right over here. Okay, we're in September right now. We got the Athletics coming to town. Then we have to go to Tampa Bay and Toronto. So, and then Detroit Tigers for the final 3 games of the home of the season at home. So the final road trip, we get 6 games. We have 3, 6, 9, 12 games left. 13 games if you count this one that the Red Sox are on. We have 12 games left after the Sox Yankees. So we have 12 games left, and we're 6.5 out. I think we need to be on a winning streak, and Toronto needs to be on a losing streak if we're going to take the division. But Toronto's being too good as of late. So that's what we're talking about here. Is Toronto? Well, is Toronto being very good? Kevin Gausman's been their ace and all that. So it's going to be a very interesting situation. We got another game against the Yankees. We'll see what happens in that endeavor. So, so like I said, if we go to the playoffs, I talked to my pastor at my church because he's been asking me about the Sox and he's been watching some of the games and stuff, and I was talking to one of my pastor's kids about this, and I told him, if the Red Sox do make the playoffs, I don't think they're going to get very far because you got a lot of inexperience. And plus all those injuries and losing those key players. I think you're talking about another 2 years, maybe they'll be back on top, maybe going back to the World Series and winning another one. Who knows for sure. I mean, like I said, it took the Celtics a couple of years ago when they won the when they won the NBA title. So, like I said, Patriots, well, they got the ball rolling with their new coach, Mike Vrabel. Got him his first win as a New England Patriot head coach. So, like I said, it was there's a New England sports right now. They're going through a transition, as you know. Like I said, up until 2020, New England sports teams have been the most dominant. Have been very, very dominant. From the Patriots winning their 6 Super Bowls, Sox winning 4 World Series. Celtics win a championship, and now the Celtics and the Bruins each won a championship, but the Celtics won another championship as well. But that was this is post-pandemic. This is before the pandemic happened. New England sports have been dominant. Post-pandemic, only one championship to show for it, and that would be the Boston Celtics winning number 18. So bearing that in mind, we like I said, I'm very cautiously optimistic that we might make the playoffs. If we do, we might not get too far. Unless some crazy thing has happened. So, maybe the pitching's caught up with Giolito and Brian Bayo. I don't know. And, everything is caught up with Aroldis Chapman. Who knows? And we shall soon see what will happen in the upcoming. The Sox and Yankees will be playing. Well, they're playing right now. They're starting. So I'm probably going to watch that game when we... And it's starting to get darker out there, man. So I don't know when daylight savings time will end. Give me a second here. I'm going to find that out. All right, folks, check the calendar. And according to my Super Mario calendar, the daylight savings time will be ending November the 2nd. That's a huge deal. As 3 months away from the end of 2025. And... yeah, a lot of stuff has gone down this past week and all, and a lot has happened. So yeah, so yeah, we'll soon see. Right now, the Red Sox and Patriots got their seasons; they're still going. Celtics and Bruins will start their season. Will the Bruins make the playoffs this year? I don't know. With Marco Sturm as the new head coach, who knows for sure? And the Celtics, as you know, they're probably going to be on the developmental, on the rebuilding stage because of the fact you got a lot. Jason Tatum out for this, possibly for the entire season because of that Achilles, torn Achilles tendon, I believe, and he had surgery on it. And Jaylen Brown can't carry the team by himself, and a lot of players from that championship team have moved on, have been traded up, and everything else in between. So, if the Celtics do make the playoffs, I don't see them as the number 1 seed, possibly 4, 5, 5, 6, or even 7th seed. Possibly if they jump in, luckily they'll be the 8th seed in the tournament. I don't know. So we shall soon see. We shall soon see what happens. And as you know, the Oklahoma City Thunder, formerly known as Seattle SuperSonics, are the current NBA champions. And WNBA playoffs. I know the Connecticut Sun has been part of the New England, so I'm going to check out what in the world is going on with the WNBA. Okay. Alright, game 1 right now. Let's see. The standings are like this. Looks like the Sun has not made the playoffs, So right now it's the Dream, the Liberty, Fever, Mystics, in the Eastern Conference. So it's let's see, there are 7 teams, 6 teams in the East, 7 teams in the West. How's that? NBA playoffs bracket goes a little bit something like this. Okay. It will be the Minnesota Lynx versus the best of 3. Minnesota Lynx versus Golden State Valkyries, Phoenix Mercury versus New York Liberty, Las Vegas Aces versus the Seattle Storm, and Atlanta Dream versus Indiana Fever. So the number 1 seed is the Minnesota Lynx. So the Connecticut Sun did not make the playoffs, obviously. At 11-33. We got our New England teams need a lot of work to do. That's for sure. Anyways, excuse me. Well, that is all the time that we have on this great show, episode 2536 of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977. Episode 19 of Big Beefy's Boston Ballers Beat. Like I said, I want to give a shout out to Diamond Princess, who likes to see more videos of me. Diamond Princess, you're more than welcome to. If you haven't subscribed to my page already, please do so. And if you like, I will be doing on a live stream this coming Tuesday for Renegade Shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Renegade named after the YouTube Renegades group. And I am, will do another video, and we'll see what I want to talk about then. I'm sure a lot has gone down, and I know a lot always goes through my mind. So, but really excited. New England Patriots got their first win in 6 years in Miami, Hard Rock Stadium, by the score of 33-27. Great game. It was back and forth until the end when the Patriots, I'll tell you one thing, that those interceptions and sacks really do play a key role, and I'm very, very happy about it. So, and Alex Putnam, sorry about your Dolphins going 0-2. I know you weren't expecting a whole lot for your team this year, but I thought they'd be good with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and all those guys, and Tua Tagovailoa, and but I tell you one thing, sometimes good things come to an end. And cracking that goose egg on the loss column for Tua was a great deal for the Patriots. I was very, very happy about that. I want to thank David for allowing me to go on this StreamYard and do the live reaction for you. Great, and thanks for coming in, man, celebrating with me. That was great. So, and Diamond Princess, thanks for asking. Because you've been asking what's going on, what's up with you, and all that. So I'm very, very happy and pleased. So, but you're really nice to me, and you're very appreciated. Just to let you know, Diamond Princess, you are well appreciated. So, anytime, feel free. Feel free to watch my videos. You want to comment, do so. But however, I gotta go. It's I want to try to see if the Red Sox can salvage a game against the Yankees. Now, I think they're gonna start winning and playing better because I know Oakland's gonna come into town with some momentum because Nick Kurtz is one guy you won't have. He's going to try to let him stay in the ballpark. The dude almost hit a 500-foot home run shot. For goodness sake! So we shall soon see what happens, man. But we dominated the season series against the Yankees. That's another thing too. That even though they beat us twice, they beat the Red Sox twice. So the Sox have done that. So we will. The baseball season almost coming to an end. About 12 games left, folks. 12 games. But the New England Patriots won, baby. You know what that means. I get to wear my Patriots jersey. What a first time in a long time. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. That's tomorrow. Play some tic-tac-toe against the dreaded dragon, ladies and gentlemen. In the syndicated version and in the CBS pilot version, ladies and gentlemen, doing battle. Once again, I dominated. I beat the dragon in I double-headed that one. I swept the doubleheader against the dragon last week. Can I do it again? We'll find out. Ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for tuning in. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home, please. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.